NCIS Season 20 will drop next month, and fans are rightly beginning to get excited as we inch toward finding out what will happen to Agent Parker. And one of the show's cast, Katrina Law, who plays NCIS Special Agent Jessica Knight, recently ramped the excitement up a further notch by sharing a pretty cool photo. Today we are discussing Law posting a new cast photo ahead of Season 20, so stay where you are. Let's get straight into it then and discuss Law's photo. NCIS Season 20 began filming earlier this summer to the delight of fans across the world. And a recent photograph shared by Jessica Knight, actress Katrina Law, on Instagram has fans excitedly looking forward to the season dropping later this summer. Law uploaded the photo, which showed herself alongside Gary Cole, who of course plays Agent Alden Parker, as well as Rocky Carroll, who plays Director Vance. The trio are joined by Wilmer Valderrama, Torres, and Sean Murray, who plays McGee. Conspicuous in their absence are NCIS stalwarts such as Brian Dietzen and Diona Reasonover. However, we can't have everything, right? The five are all looking pretty happy, so hopefully that means there are some pretty positive storylines in the upcoming season. Maybe with the blossoming romance between Law's character, Jessica Knight, and Palmer. Hopefully we will get to see more with regards to Law's character's backstory this time around. We know she is seemingly on the verge of a romantic relationship with Jimmy, so could she be set to step into the role of stepmother for Victoria? Of course, we have no idea right now, but we just hope Law and her co-stars keep up the behind-the-scenes posts. What do you guys expect to happen once the show returns for its 20th season? Give us your predictions for Parker below. What else does the photo tell us then? Stay with us to find out. As we saw at the end of the last season, Parker seems to be unwittingly heading into danger, with his ex-wife Vivian tangled up in the plot. However, Katrina Law appeared to suggest Gary Cole will remain on the cast, which suggests Alden Parker somehow finds his way out of trouble. At the end of Season 19, we figure out that Parker and murder victim wrestler actually knew each other, and they had somewhat of a checkered past. So much so that all fingers pointed towards Parker when the murder investigation got underway. However, Vance gives him the benefit of the doubt and the opportunity to clear himself. But as the season ends, he seems to be heading to his downfall. But Katrina Law's recent social media post has suggested that Parker might not be done for. Alongside the photo she posted to her Instagram account, she posted a caption which read, "Coming right up," which we believe means Parker is integral to proceedings on the upcoming season. This would mean in the first episode or two, he is proved innocent for the murder of wrestler, and would also mean he somehow gets out of the sticky situation he seems to be in at the end of Season 19. Law's photo was met with comments from fans, one of whom claimed that Parker looks so thrilled to be back in the office. What do you guys think Season 20 has in store for Special Agent Alden Parker? Let us know below. Next up, an old NCIS favorite has returned to the small screen. Polly Perrette, who played the popular forensic specialist Abby Shudo on the hit police procedural, retired from acting recently following the cancellation of her show Broke. However, she wasn't out of action for long, recently appearing on the small screen in support of one of her favorite charities. Often asked if she will be returning to the role of Shudo, it is thought that won't happen whilst Mark Harmon is still around, as the pair didn't see eye to eye. And Perrette appeared on TV again last week as she took part in the Love 3 telethon on the KTLA5 network. Polly was introduced by host Jessica Holmes, who said, "Project Angel Food is all about love and caring, and no one knows that more than our friend and Project Angel Food trustee, Polly Perrette," before asking the former NCIS star how she was doing. Polly, who seemed more than happy to be there, told viewers, "I'm so glad to be here again. I was right here last year. It was fantastic." The pair then took part in a quick back and forth before Polly herself added to the donations by pulling a check out of her own sock. On it was a sum of $9,000, which she donated to the project, with the show's co-host Eric McCormick telling Perrette that her donation was so generous, before pretending to pocket the check for himself. Cheeky! What did you make of Polly's appearance? We're discussing how Perrette got the role now. Stay with us. It all could have been oh so different for NCIS and Polly Perrette's acting career. It was recently revealed that the role was thought to have been offered to another Hollywood star before Polly took it on, with Katie Sackhoff, who portrayed the character of Bo-Katan Kryze in The Mandalorian, as well as The Clone Wars, apparently the show's first choice. It is was thought that there were a few other prominent actresses in the running to play Abby Shudo, with Sackhoff at the top of the pile after impressing in the auditions. However, it turned out she couldn't take the role due to other filming commitments on Battlestar Galactica, which opened up the spot for our old favorite, Polly Perrette. Of course, it all worked out fine for both actresses, as Sackhoff went on to star as Kara Thrace on the hit sci-fi show, and Polly made the role of Abby her own, where she stayed for the following 15 years. Unfortunately, problems with Mark Harmon saw her time on the show cut short, and her resignation came as a massive shock to NCIS fans at the conclusion of season 15. Perrette's feud with Harmon came to an abrupt boiling point after the show's star brought his dog to set, which then bit a member of the crew. Of course, Perrette wasn't happy, and at that point, it was either her or the dog. What is your favorite Abby Shudo moment? Some fans have suggested that the show might have overstayed its welcome now. Stay with us. Of course, the hugely popular NCIS has been on our screens for almost 2 decades now, but some fans have suggested it might be time to say goodbye. The show began life as a spin-off for the naval law series JAG, but has become a monolith all of its own, continually airing each year since its inception back in 2003. It also has 3 of its own spin-off shows, which tells us just how successful it's been. Even with the departure of its star, Mark Harmon, NCIS didn't miss a beat and simply carried on, business as usual. But now some fans have suggested it might be time for the show to end its glorious run. On an NCIS subreddit, one fan posted a question which read, "Am I alone in thinking the original NCIS has run its course?" The self-described superfan suggested that it wasn't quite the same after Gibbs left, going on to say, "This season feels like a brand new show. I doubt the current cast and writers can pull off sucking me into a new world, with the anti-Gibbs as a boss." However, others have pointed to the fact that Alden Parker is a little bit more likable than the sometimes cold Gibbs, but the now deleted account did have some support. One comment suggested the show is now on its last legs, whilst another said that they are now watching it simply out of habit. Where do you guys stand on the issue? And finally, Demi Lovato has seemingly taken a swipe at Wilmer Valderrama. Shortly after Valderrama had finished his stint on That 70s Show, where he played Fez, the sex-obsessed exchange student who constantly tried to romance Jackie and Donna, he met Demi Lovato. The pair began dating, but there was quite a significant age difference, with Wilmer a 29-year-old adult and Lovato a 17-year-old child. And on her recent track called 29, she seems to call Valderrama out for his behavior, with lyrics such as "too young to drink wine," and also suggesting the relationship was far from innocent. The pop star, who almost died back in 2018 from a drug overdose, goes on to say, "What the F is consent? Numbers told you not to, but that didn't stop you," which doesn't exactly paint Valderrama in the best light, before she says, "Thought it was just a teenage dream, just a fantasy, but was it yours or was it mine?" She then goes on to sing 1729, making it abundantly clear she's talking about Wilmer. Oh dear. Have you guys heard the song yet? Let us know what you think below. As usual, thanks for dropping in today, and remember to tune in again next time when we'll be discussing all sorts of other cool bits and pieces. And why not do us a solid by liking and sharing today's video, and also subscribing to our channel if you haven't already done so. Adios, amigos.